Hello and welcome. Today we're going to be removing the window regulator from a Skoda Fabia, and in the process we'll also be removing the window regulator, because to remove the window regulator you need to remove the door panel. Here I had a door which was quite damaged, so I could work on it to show you some tutorials. Starting off, you don't have to remove the switch at the start. You can remove it or unplug it when you pull the door panel off. But this is say you remove it from the start. If you like to, from the sides with a plastic tool, lift it out and then unplug the switch. Next, where the door pull handle is to the bottom, there is a little opening which you can see right over here, and you will need to go in there with a flathead middle screwdriver and basically pull it off as you go along, as it's only held on by clips, which can get quite stuck. And then underneath there will be two Torx screws, one over here and one over here. Go ahead and remove both of the Torx screws. Next, all the way to the bottom of the door panel, there is an opening, and over there is a nut which you don't remove completely. You bring it to a position where you can pull the bottom of the door panel out. So as you can see, you might need to tweak it a bit, bring it to this position, and then where the door open handle is, the speaker cover, you'll need to remove this one, as there's a very small Torx screw underneath over here. And then remove the door speaker Torx screw. Now, there's clips on the inside that hold the door panel in place. These can break with a plastic tool. Get in between the door panel and the door assembly and then work your way all around. The clips are on the inside. You can use a specialized clip remover, but it still breaks. So I just like to do it this way. Try not to use a flathead middle screwdriver, as you can damage the door assembly, the paint, or leave marks. I try to use plastic mostly. Pull the bottom part of the door panel out first and then slide it up, detaching it from the window sill. Once you do that, you will need to, you can leave it in an open position or you can completely remove the door panel. It's up to you, because you have access to the window regulator now. But if you do want to remove it completely, you push on here to detach the cable for door open handle and then release the door handle. Now, these are the clips on the inside. If there's any that's left on the door panel, you'd want to get them, door assembly, you'd want to get them and put them back onto the door panel, as refitting is easier. This is the first part of the video. I hope you have found this video helpful so far. And the next part is continuing on to the window regulator. First, we're going to unplug the window regulator motor. Detach the plug by pulling out this red section partially. Press down onto the plug release and then pull it out. With a Torx screw, we will need to remove the 3 Torx screws that hold the window regulator motor in place. And then we'll pull the window regulator motor off completely. Now it can kind of move freely. If the window regulator wiring is busted and stuck, you'll need to cut the wire from the inside. But for now, if there is, we'll need to remove these little covers on over here. There's 2 over here, and you'll see why shortly. So underneath this one, there is going to be nuts that hold the window regulator in place. And the other one over here, that also holds a nut as well. Now to bring the window down, we need to bring it down into a position where we can have access and detach the window from the window regulator. So I like to use any sort of tool like this to turn it. As you can see, the window's coming down. And then we're going to bring it to a position where we can have access and release the window from the window regulator. This black piece, this black cover, we'll need to remove. You can keep this to the side, or if it gets annoying, you can just completely remove it. All you need to do is press onto this part over here for the cable, and then it will slide out. Okay, now we need to bring the window down to a point where we can see how these window regulators are held on in place is these locking circle and a sphere, and I'll show you them shortly. In there, as you can see, there is a little circle, and you'll need to push or hit down that little circle, and then the bigger circle right there. So I'll push down the first small one, and then the bigger one, and that is how the window regulator locks with the window itself. You'll need to do the same thing for the other side, where we took out the black, these ones here, the same thing. And then we will need to detach where the window motor goes over here. So press on the side and then push it in slightly, and you'll need to do this for all three. Now we will remove the 10mm nuts to hold the window regulator onto the door. And all that's left to do is to wriggle the window regulator out and put the new one in. The most difficult part for this would probably be actually detaching the window regulator from the window. But once you look at it and you do it, you'll understand what you need to do. But putting it back on might be a bit of a issue. Thank you for watching. I hope you have found this video helpful. Please don't forget to like, comment, and most importantly, subscribe to support the channel. And we will see you in our upcoming videos.